Okay, I'm down here in Nelson City with Greg and Karen, who are part of, I want to say Tweetup, but it's part of Gigatown Nelson.
That's right.
Welcome to this awesome day.
Thanks for having us.
Thanks for being here. Now, Karen, let's just start with you.
Okay.
Gigatown Nelson, what is Gigatown?
Gigatown is a competition being run across the whole country by Chorus. They're looking for the town that is most active online, particularly in social media, things like Twitter, Facebook, and there's quite some big prizes up for grabs. We're looking at the winner will be the town that has 1 gigabit fibre. That means that probably we'll have the fastest internet in the Southern Hemisphere. And on top of that, there's a $200,000 development fund to help the winning town take advantage. So really, it's quite a big prize.
So, in a nutshell, how do people get involved in this? What do people need to do to, and where is Nelson sitting at the moment?
Nelson's sitting in third place, which is fantastic because when we started this conversation, we were in 27th place.
Right, okay.
So we're really, really pleased with that. And it's down to all the great people who've got involved. This is really a community-driven thing because there are lots of benefits, which Greg will talk about in a moment. The way people can get involved is by going to the website www.gigatown.co.nz and signing up and choosing Nelson as their town. That's really important. Choose Nelson as your town and we automatically get 10 points. And whilst you're signed in, if you do the wee competition they're running at the moment, which is the Giga Quiz, we get another 10 points.
Nice, because it's all about points and it's getting the top 5 by September. We were
That's
talking
right.
about earlier on.
That's right.
And people do it through social media, Instagram, whatever else they
That's
can
right.
do using the hashtag. But there are some rules. Who wants to talk about some rules with the Gigatown? Greg, you and I were talking a little bit earlier on about that. So do you want to...
The rules in and around...
from the business sector side of it as well, because there is kind of two facets. It's kind of like there's the general public and then there's a business community. You're wanting two communities kind of melding together.
I think the overall asset that could be provided by Chorus in terms of ultra-fast broadband will affect every single person in Nelson, and it doesn't matter which part of the community you're from or which part of the community you represent. There's just huge potential for anybody to gain from this. Ultra-fast broadband will give businesses, education providers, an everyday person the ability to do things that much faster online, which might be something as easy as just talking to your grandma or your grandchildren halfway around the world, which a lot of people have that, through to businesses, people who want to live in this beautiful location, not the best day to day, but I can assure you it is very nice. To be able to work for anybody anywhere in the world but live here in Nelson. We had a fantastic example of this late last year where a radiographer came and stayed in Nelson for 6 months, and he just got up very early each morning and looked at x-rays from hospitals across America and then did his job from New Zealand here in Nelson and then travelled round Nelson and saw the site. So he could, going forward, potentially have that job on a permanent basis, having something like the ultra-fast broadband here in Nelson.
Yeah, so it sort of opens a lot of areas for business people to make it, you can actually live anywhere and be able to do your job, basically. Now, there's some rules, because it's almost like a bit of a game as well, because we're trying to get the community involved. So there's a few little games and things, Karen, we'll come back to that, what you were talking about, some film and stuff we were talking about earlier. But what are some rules that people need to be aware of when they are doing their tweets or their Facebook?
So the number one thing that we really want people to do is sign up. That's the easiest thing they can possibly do. If they have an email address, perfect. If they've got 6 email addresses, even better. And each email address, you then log into the Chorus website, gigatown.co.nz, and then put in your details and then select the town, that being Nelson, that you're going to support. And from there, you're gaining points for the Gigatown Nelson effort. If you want to continue on your support, then every interaction that you have with social media, if you provide the hashtag Gigatown Nelson in your comments, and each comment must be at least 3 words long, and it must be relevant, can't be spam of any kind, they do catch that out. And that will also gain us points.
So you can't say, I ate my toast today, Gigatown Nelson?
You definitely can. That is a comment. That would actually happen.
Ate my toast. 5
If you're
words.
eating
5
toast
words.
in Nelson, that's all good.
Absolutely. And what that also does is it creates people who are also looking at your Twitter account or whatever it might be in terms of your social media. they'll also comment on it as well, and hopefully they'll also add the hashtag Gigatown Nelson, which will become this kind of ever-evolving points-gaining
For sure.
system.
And so, do you think this is changing communities? Because with social media and cell phones,
Yep.
we've kind of forgot how to talk on the phone or talk to people. Is this changing community, do you think?
I think
Yeah.
it definitely is, isn't it, Karen?
Oh, I would say so. It's enhancing our communities, I would say, because we already have a very strong community spirit here in Nelson. We're building a really strong community online. Just the last 2 days on Twitter, we've had one of the Corfin scientists who's been live tweeting under the tag all the work he's doing at the moment looking at cyanobacteria. It's fantastic. And lots of people are engaging with that and are really interested. We've got lots of people who are actually building up real friendships on Twitter. So once a month we have tweetathons, where people actually meet up and put faces to names. It's like, you're so-and-so, so-and-so, and it's really quite entertaining.
For sure.
But the reason we're doing so well is actually because we're building real communities online. We aren't just seeing people who are coming online saying, oh, well, I'll do 10 tweets just for the cause. We're actually seeing people who are coming online to see what it's like and actually getting into real conversations and then continuing those conversations. So we're seeing strong real communities build.
Nice. And you're just talking earlier on about some films, some mini clips or films about
So
politics.
Chorus believe in keeping us on our toes. So they regularly throw little competitions at us, and the one that came out last week was to create a 30-second video to show how gig Wi-Fi could be used in Nelson. We thought we might get one video. We got 10,
Nice.
which shows the level of engagement. We didn't have to go out and tap people's shoulders. Lots of people got very excited. Next thing we knew, in came all these videos. So we've just been choosing our winner, which we're really wrapped with, and we'll be announcing on the Facebook page very soon. The Facebook page is a great place to go if you want to know about Gigatown Nelson.
Nice. Is there any other passing words before we wrap up, before we get hit by this downpour that's threatening?
I think the biggest thing is not to be afraid of giving it a go. You can interact on multiple different levels of social media, and it's also a great opportunity if you're not sure about how to do these social media.
For sure.
Is to actually just ask. There's some fantastic facilities, fantastic ways of being able to learn how to do tweeting and Facebooking and Instagram. We're all like-minded people and we've come from different angles, and it's a great way to be part of your community and have a real chance to make a difference.
Awesome. So we look at everyone out there tweeting and Facebooking and
Yep, and have fun with it.
perfect. Thanks very much for talking with us today.
It's a pleasure. Thank you.